Well, you know him from this TikTok. It's been viewed more than 30 million times. He's a local doctor who helps transform people's jawlines and much more. He's joining us with some tips so you don't have to look like you have a double chin in all those Christmas photos and then have to untag yourself in all those pictures that people tag you in that you don't want them to. Anyway, we're saying good morning to Dr. Benjamin Coughlin. Thanks so much for coming in.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So a lot of people, yes, complain about double chins, fatter faces this time of year, but not everyone can afford to come see someone like you. So what are some at-home things we can do besides, obviously dieting or cutting calories?
You probably have a team here that actually helps with it, but you can highlight for the peak, contour for the valley. So makeup's probably one of the most effective things to replace me. Many people can get themselves as lean as possible, can create those contours. That's probably the hardest one for many people, particularly during the holidays. And then there's the gua shas of the world. Okay. The gua shas, repetitive treatments or repetitive rubbing over the face and neck to kind of get some of that fluid out. And it can temporarily change the way the jawline looks.
That was what I was going to ask you next. Do those really work? Because you see those all over TikTok, Instagram as well. And the people who use them swear by them.
You don't want to overpromise those, but they can temporarily contour the face, I would say. Whenever anything seems too good to be true,
probably is.
You got to be careful with it. But yeah, I think temporarily they can make a change.
I've seen some I don't want to say electric shock tools too, but like with vibrations, do those
There's
work?
Vibration, there's other ways to deliver energy. All of them can make a change. You got to be careful. Some of these things you can now buy on the internet yourself, so I've seen people get burns or overdo it. So I would, consult somebody who knows what they're doing before. But yeah, some of those can make a small change.
Speaking of overdoing it, I've seen a lot of celebs overdo the buccal fat removal. Explain to people at home what that actually is.
So the buccal fat creates a little bit of a contour there. So people generally, I'm generalizing, like a nice peak, a little bit of a valley, a straight peak. So the buccal is one thing we do to kind of help create that valley. You definitely don't want to overdo it. But for people that really like that contour, it can be a nice procedure.
Don't you have to consider like weight fluctuations as well before you
There's
do
a
that
lot.
kind of procedure?
Yeah, I mean, there's weight, there's skin type, there's the bone anatomy, there's the fat layer. So all of it's really taken into account whether we decide somebody's a candidate.
A lot goes into it. Let's see into the future, if we shall. If you have a crystal ball, what are the 2024 popular trends in your industry, your business?
It's kind of the reason I've decided to focus on it. The jawline is hot no matter who you are, man, woman, old, young, no matter what race, gender orientation, whatever. Everybody likes a nice jawline, so I think that's going to stick around. There's kind of this filler exhaustion. You've seen the people with too much filler.
Absolutely.
So people are trying to get a little more natural, and surprisingly, we're seeing a bump in surgeries because of that, I would say. So.
And a lot of people are taking fillers out as well. Yeah, I wanted a Squidward jawline at one point, but I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
It's to each their own.
We got to ask you about that viral TikTok video. Any aftermath, any backlash? What's the reaction?
I mean, we have as much fun on TikTok as we can, and Instagram, we try to make people enjoy it. I had one of these back in 2017 that went quote-unquote viral. It tapers off. There's nothing too serious from it, but again, we're just having fun, and people seem to enjoy it for the most part.
Sounds good. Well, Dr. Benjamin, have a fantastic holiday season. Happy New Year as well. Thanks for coming in. You said I'm good, right?
You're good, man. You don't need anything. Okay. I promise.
Cool. It's 9:27. I'm hyped up now.
But I'm here if you change your mind.
Okay. I like the sound of that. Did you bring any tools with you?
I didn't bring anything with me.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's check in with Roseanne before I get myself in trouble this morning. Hey, Ro.